kind of been in and out of going to churches. I just hadn't found anywhere that made me feel welcome. Even the big churches around here, I felt alone in a church of thousands. And I finally decided to try out the Oaks. My boss actually goes to the Oaks. She found me there and she sat with me, and the message spoke right to me. When he asked about raising your hand at the end, I immediately did, and I rededicated my life. I just kept going, and after service, I would go and visit Pastor Scott a lot and ask him to pray with me. And he said, well, are you in a small group? And I said, oh, no, what? And he said, oh, we'll get you set up. And I was talking to some girls at work, and I was like, well, if I started a small group, would y'all be interested in coming? And they're like, well, yeah.
And that's when I told Candace how I really felt about it. I was really nervous about it at first because there was going to be a lot of people at my house that I didn't know. And I work long hours, so when I came home from work, I'm tired, and I'm not sure how many people are going to be in my house. And so I was, I'm kind of nervous about it, and I'm not quite sure how to react because I don't know.
I basically stood up every week and asked the Lord to impress upon him, soften his heart, speak to him, tell him what you want him to hear, give me the strength to be the wife that I need to be for him.
And so she had it a couple of times, and before their study would actually start, I would start talking to them. And then one day I ended up just staying.
And then starting to talk, and I'm on the couch with my back to him, looking at my friends going, like trying to hold back the tears, because they all they all knew what I was going through because I would talk to them at work. And so I'm looking back and I'm like, he's still talking. And so it just got more and more, and he was so excited about me getting baptized. I didn't want to make a big deal about it because I didn't want him to feel like he had to come, but he was like, this is huge. So then he got the whole world to come watch me get baptized. And then the next weekend, I believe I said, will you go to church with me? And he said, sure. And I was like, okay. And so I was trying to be real calm, I'm jumping on the inside, but I'm like, don't look ridiculous. And so he went, and I was trying not to watch. My eyes were closed, I swear, but I felt the movement next to me. I knew, I was like, I was so excited. I wanted to go, wow! But I couldn't. And so I didn't say anything, and then we went to lunch afterwards, and he just opened up and told me, he said, raised my hand, and then he started asking me questions. And
I decided to get baptized because my mother and my aunt and all the people that we would spend with, and including my wife, it was a big deal. And they all supported it. They wanted it. And when I got baptized, it was like no other feeling I've ever had in my life. When I came up out of the water, it was like 100-pound weight had been lifted off my back.
Less than a year of being at the Oaks and being in obedience to God, my life has completely made a 180.
I mean, my life just continues to grow in Christ and my surroundings, and I'm so thankful to my wife, because if she would have pushed it upon me, I probably would have just kept closing the door at night during her small group and not going to church. But she didn't, and I got to see how she grew.
It's amazing what will happen if you just be still and know that He is God. He will move mountains for you.